It is game 17 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the snazziest striped bass you could ever catch, our good friends over at Zappos. The bananas are scorching hot, winners of 10 out of their last 13. They stand at 10-6 on the tour. The party animals, their arch rivals, the inverse of that. And let's get a look at Bananas' defensive alignment in the first of our two games today. In left field, Robert Anthony Cruz. D.R. Meadows in center, and in right, Danny Hosley. Third to first in the infield, you see Gabe Howell, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Behind the dish, it is Bill Leroy, and on the bump, Noah Nisnik.
Well, a couple of weekends ago, we saw Ryan Cox and Dustin Baber neck and neck in terms of this trick play race. Now Ryan Cox at 34 trick plays, 10 ahead of Dustin Baber and Chase Acup, who are tied for second behind Coxie. And let's just give the outfield crew a shout out here. Rack and Danny Hosley, not natural outfielders in their careers, and they have just become phenomenal manning the corners this season and making big plays. Meanwhile, D.R. Meadows, 11 trick plays in center field. That is pacing all outfielders on this World Tour.
Time to get a closer look at Bananas starter Noah Nisnik, an absolutely nasty lefty. We call him Niz Nasty for a reason. The numbers are absurd in his young Banana Ball career.
And this is his third career start in Banana Ball. What sticks out about Noah Nisnik, 31% of the batters he's faced this season have struck out against him. Holy moly. And they're batting 170 against Nisnik in terms of ERA plus. Of course, 100 is tour average. Noah Nisnik has a 360 ERA plus. He is more than 3 times better than the tour average pitcher this season. And of course, that 3-minute and 40-second average MPI, it's leading the Bananas this season.
Yeah, the St. Louis kid has been more than anybody could have expected in his rookie campaign. Let's see the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. For the 17th time on the season, it is Reese Hampton leading it off. Who else? The switch-hitting center fielder. Bryson Bloomer behind him. Jake Skoll due up third. Dalton Cornett cleaning it up. Chase Acuff elevated to the 5 spot. And then Tanner Thomas, Noah Fisher, Bronson Balholm, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan to round it out. Here's Jesse Cole.
It's time. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Doubleheader action in Banana Ball here today from Cool Ray Field, home of the Braves AAA affiliate, the Gwinnett Stripers. We kick this thing off right at the stroke of noon. Reese Hampton, the switch hitter, will swing it from the right side. Nisnik with a 3-pitch mix, four-seam fastball, circle changeup, and a curveball, and Hampton one pitch into the ball game. Not thrilled with the call from home plate umpire Vincent Chapman, as now it's a 1-1 count.
Well, Noah Nisnik's a guy who has painted corners all season long, and I think Vincent probably gave him maybe a generous call, knowing that Nisnik has such a good command of the zone. Here's the thing, as long as Nisnik's changeup is on today, he's going to baffle these Party Animals hitters once again.
Bouncer to short, Ryan Cox between the legs, across the diamond in time for his tour-leading 35th trick play.
Again, 144 trick plays for Ryan Cox across 84 games on the 2023 World Tour. This season, he is on pace to break that record, looking at 167 for Coxie so far.
Bill Leroy set up behind the keister with his 2021 Collegiate Bananas teammate, Bryson Bloomer. The pride of Lexington, Kentucky. Now in his 4th year in Banana Land, 2nd campaign with the Party Animals, won back-to-back Pettit Cups as a Banana in 2021 and 2022, and has just been an unbelievable Party Animal. Led last year's tour in runs driven in.
And the bump up to the order makes sense here for Bloomer. Of course, they're facing a lefty and Noah Nisnik today. Bloomer's got a little bit of that matchup advantage, but he's gotten on base over 40% of the time since returning from injury this season, and that's what you want in the top 3 guys in your batting order.
The heater there from Niz. He's battled back. A 2-0 count is now 2-2. Vava blocking our shot of Niz Nasty on the bump, who was also dancing. And a good fight there by Bloomer, not letting the fate of his at-bat end in the hands of Vincent Chapman. Wow, what a take. Looked like the circle changed there just to pinch off, and we've got a full count.
And we've got the crowd already going, wanting to see Bryson Bloomer rung up there. Greeted Vincent with a couple of boos. And here Bloomer really working a strong plate appearance against Noah Nisnik. We're about to see an 8th pitch in this AB.
Quite a battle, another payoff. This one out to right field. Hosley's got a beat on it. And we'll grab it for out number 2. That's the beauty of Noah Nisnik. Any of his 3 pitches can be thrown in any count. And now he will set his sights on the former first-round draft pick Jake Skoll, who was nabbed 15th overall in 2010 and spent 7 years in minor league baseball.
And of course, we can't forget that after that minor league career ended for Jake Skoll, wound up going back to the University of Georgia to get his degree and was a linebacker for UGA, and now is back in his hometown as well. Grew up in Roswell, Georgia. This is a pretty special game and series for Jake Skoll overall.
2-0 count on Skoll. As you look at his numbers from this year's tour, one of the best hitters in 2023. Right behind Chase Acuff, second highest OPS plus on the Party Animals. And another 2-0 count has gone to 2-2. And another payoff pitch coming. Party Animals making Nisnik work. Check swing, and once again, we will do it again.
Even if the Party Animals aren't able to get a run up on the board here in the first inning, I mean, they're going to be happy that they have battled against Noah Nisnik and made him work across his first inning, hopefully possibly lead to some mistakes in the later innings. As here, trick play made by Gabe Howell up the middle in the Skoll shift, and Noah Nisnik out of the inning in 4 minutes and 11 seconds for the Bananas.
Yeah, that's about as long as you'll ever see a 1-2-3 frame. Another look at Howell's 5th trick play of the tour. Smooth stuff from the kid out of Somerville, Georgia. About 2.5 hours down the road. Now let's get a look at the Party Animals defensive alignment that'll try and keep this game scoreless here. From left to right in the outfield, you see Skoll, Hampton, and Tanner Tinder Thomas. In the infield, third to first, it is Bloomer, then Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Catching, it's Dalton Cornett, and on the mound to kick it off, Brett Helton.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Dustin Baber and Chase Acuff at times flip-flop in terms of their trick plays, but Baber 6 consecutive games with at least 1 trick play. The only problem, a lot of them, just 1 trick play for Dustin Baber, and that's why he's fallen away from Ryan Cox when you look at this trick play race.
And now you look at the numbers for Brett Helton. They are not as sterling as we're used to for the second-year Party Animal, but you see the amazing stuff from the former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer.
Again, the goals for Brett Helton today, of course, we know that he's a strike thrower, but more importantly, paint some corners and hit your spots. The Bananas are obviously a deeper offensive team this season, and Brett Helton has certainly recognized that, and if his changeup is on, much like Noah Nisnik, Brett is going to be very difficult to hit out there, as we saw it baffle a lot of hitters across the end of the 2023 tour last year.
Yeah, let's get a look at this Banana starting lineup. 7 out of these 10 guys are hitting 300 or above. It starts with D.R. Meadows, the tour leader in batting average, then Gabe Howell and Dan Oberst behind him. Michael Deeb cleaning it up. In the middle, it is Danny Hosley, Eric Jones Jr., and Robert Anthony Cruz. And then the bottom 3, Bill Leroy, Jackson Olsen, and Ryan Cox. David Ray Meadows, the pride of Vidalia, Georgia. Behind 0-1. Leading the tour with his .444 batting average and his .492 on base percentage. Quickly behind 0-2. Helton with a 4-pitch mix. 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, and a curveball.
How about Brett Helton early here against the tour's best hitter, trying to use some deception, quick pitched him and went sidearm to DR, missed inside, and the very next pitch dribbled into center field. The doctor on yet again. He has reached base safely in all 17 games on tour this year.
and he has now reached base in 30 of his 60 plate appearances. His on-base percentage back up to an even 500. Unreal 17 games in. Now Gabe Howell, the third baseman, who's made a home in this two-hole, giving the fans an opportunity to make a play early, and they come up empty. Howell, a 2019 and 2020 collegiate banana. This is his first World Tour.
And I'll tell you, right after Gabe Howell was introduced, I think that's the loudest howl we've ever heard from a crowd. And of course, Gabe, a Somerville, Georgia native, also kind of feels like this is somewhat of a hometown-ish game for the North Georgia resident.
It is as close as we will get. We're about 2.5 hours away. But it's closer than Savannah. 1-2, and that one, a jam shot. Attacking Bloomer across the diamond. Not in time. First base umpire Jake Moore there to make the call. A couple of instances of soft contact, but a couple base hits for the Nanners.
Yeah, and those are definitely frustrating as a pitcher. The Party Animals love Bryson Bloomer's defense at third base, and of course, had some offseason surgery, still isn't 100% healthy. I think it showed on that play. He was a little slow charging that ball off of Howell's bat.
Inning-winning run up to second base. Good barrel there from Dan Oberst. DR Meadows testing the arm of Jake Skoll. The throw will be cut off by Baber. Very important tag up there for DR. Good piece of situational hitting from Oberst as now the inning-winning run 90 feet from scoring for the man on his fourth World Tour, the former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer, Michael Vitamin D.
And honestly, no better man to have up at the plate in this situation. Michael D with walk-offs in 3 of his last 4 games, and also 4 consecutive games with a run batted in for Deeb.
Ahead 2-0. Played about 2.5 hours of pickleball with Deeb as my partner yesterday at Pickle and Social right down the road. We did not lose.
15 consecutive wins.
Correct.
Am I hearing that right?
Correct. I don't think it was the most fun 2.5 hours of pickleball for Bill Leroy, Alex Ziegler, Tanner Tinder Thomas, or Dalton Malden.
Yeah, Dalton didn't sound too keen on it when we were talking to him earlier today.
Pure domination from Deeb and I, and he will work the sprint to kick off the scoring here in the first of 2 banana ball games today. Couple soft singles, good situational hitting by Oberst, and Deeb with his 5th walk-off of the tour. The Bananas up a point. Brett Helton having a long conversation with Vincent Chapman about where that last offering missed. As you get another look at DR with his acrobatics coming into home plate. And we have, somewhere out in Coolray Field here, Robert Anthony Cruz on the mic.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, we've got you loud and clear, buddy.
How about that? Yeah, you know, we're just making our way back to left field. You know how it goes.
Where are you?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to find my way back. There we go. You can see me now, probably.
Oh, yeah, you came in. You were behind home plate in the stands.
I had to run through the crowd, you know?
I heard you, but I questioned the reality of your existence without being able to see you. And look at this. You are a master with the camera, so we gave you one of our own.
Oh, thanks, man. I feel right at home out here in left field now.
This is what you call the rat cam?
Yes, the rat cam. That's what they call it back at home.
Yeah, this is every Saturday at noon, you said, back in California. You got the camera out and just ran around, tried to find 10,000 banana ball fans and see if they'd watch you play left field.
Yeah, how about that? You know, while we're here, actually, I could do a little star stretch. This is a ritual for me, always, every game. A little star stretch.
Oh, I
Just
like
that.
this.
There we go.
Between every inning or just every game?
Every game, but I mean, it might have to become an inning, every inning thing. We'll see.
All right, we got 4, 5, 6 for the Party Animals here, Rack.
All right.
That one fouled. Oh, that was just about as close as Josh and I ever get to getting a foul ball. Good start for your boys. Up a point early, huh?
Love to see that. Absolutely. All right.
And an 0-2 count on Dalton Cornett. So this is the live vlog from left field.
That's right.
Robert Anthony Cruz style. You put out over.
Break. and then we'll be back to it soon.
Now Chase Acuff in the box, ahead 1-0. And we'll pop this right side, Jackson Olsen.
He's got it.
No, he doesn't.
I jinxed it. That was my fault.
Tough play going back on it. Wind is whipping. We can hear it on your microphone here. It looks like it was playing tricks on Jackie there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that ball touched Jackson Olsen's glove as he was looking for it. Was also trying to shield his eyes from the sun, and indeed not touching the glove of Jackson Olsen. I think we'll give Chase Acuff a hit on that one.
Not a barrel. Looks like a screamer in the book. Here's Tanner Tinder Thomas. And he's ahead 1-0 as Bill corrals the banana ball.
I have a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys will know this, but do we charge them admission up there in the apartments, or are they just get to enjoy the game from the comfort of their own home?
Free show for the people in the Field House luxury flats.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, what a sweet place to live, huh?
No kidding, man. They're just out there sipping a couple waters, having a good time up there.
Ballpark's in their backyard.
Yeah,
Little banana ball, 2 for the price of none today.
that's right.
2-0 to Tanner. Big cut and a miss.
All right, so I will say, being that this is now like a live vlog session, I'm hoping that Tanner gives me a little flair here. Woo! Oh, I thought it was that one. I hope he gives me a flair. I've been practicing a backflip catch, okay? Like, we've seen DR do it. He does it like every 12 minutes. I want to be the next one. I want to be the 4th person in history to land a backflip catch. So any ball hit to me today, I will try it if I have the guts to do it.
You know your banana ball history well. DR Meadows, Reese Hampton, and Cooper Morgan of the Aussie Drop Bears.
How about that? Yeah, I asked DR about it because I was like, dude, has anyone else done it? And he was like, yeah, actually, Reese Hampton's done it. And some dude on the Aussie Drop Bears just sent it, which I really respect that.
He's a pitcher.
Pitcher?
Out in
What?
center field, yeah.
Wow.
JUCO kid as Acuff takes off, and we'll head back. We'll have another 3-2 coming to Tanner Thomas. But, I mean, you were built for the backflip catch, Rack.
I was. I've done many backflips in my day. Gymnastics background. It was meant to be. I will be the 4th. Whoop.
Ah, that felt good off the bat.
I know, it looked good too for a second there.
A lot of real estate here for potential foul balls being caught. Cool arena. Cool Ray Field. And another foul ball. These party animals are battling.
Already 10 pitches in this plate appearance between Tanner Thomas and Noah Nisnik. And, of course, the longest AB we've ever seen went 13 pitches, so possibly working on a record right now.
Well,
He's going to work
I got to
this
run.
one. No record. Rack racing in. He's going to be the 7th and final banana to touch it. Yep, good hold, Rack. No chance to get Acuff speeding home. Now you have to make the long jog back to your camera as the party animals dance on the dish.
Yeah, the audio cut out when I was running in. It was like, we know you got to focus, so the audio came in clutch there, but they still scored the run, unfortunately.
The tech gods, knowing what had to be done.
They knew it had to be done. All right, we got some fans over here. We're going to go say what's up to them.
Yeah.
Wave to the camera. All right.
You're really good at this.
I am? Oh, thanks.
You're really good at this, Mr.
This is
Robert
my first
Anthony
time
Cruz.
vlogging from left field in Gwinnett, Georgia.
Is this your first time in Gwinnett, Georgia?
It is actually, yeah.
That's what I wagered.
Yep. I'm just gonna hold this, I think I can do both. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna ditch the backflip catch for now, and I'm gonna try to catch a ball while vlogging.
Oh, that'll play. Yeah, with one run already in, now Danny Hosley getting on his horse, and what a catch. Battling the wind, able to grab it on the track. Good drive there from Noah Fisher. Now it'll be Bronson Ballholm.
Yeah, we're seeing the wind be a little tricky for a lot of these Bananas fielders here in the second. Of course, DR having to backpedal to make the first out here. Danny Hosley sort of the same, and Jackson unable to catch that ball in the when Chase Acuff was at bat.
What's your official diagnosis on the wind after you have tested it?
I tested it. I did the old finger lick. The wind is swirling. It can't make up its mind. Seems like it sometimes wants to go in, sometimes wants to go out. I am just hoping that once I'm up to the plate, it's blowing out. That's my only hope.
If you had to give it a miles per hour, what did the old...
17.4.
Yeah, that sounds right. Very scientific swinging bunt for ball home. Nisnik fields his position excellently, makes the play. And that will end the frame. 1 run for the Party Animals. Rack, you got any more fans you think you could bring this camera to before you're due up 3rd here this inning?
I think so.
Hey, how about you get them hyped up before the AB, Rack?
Yeah, how about that? Well, actually, I might have someone pinch hitting for me, rumor has it. I can't quite say that yet, though. But hey, let's say hello to some people here.
How about that for a tease? Look at the giant banana in the background,
What's
Rack.
up, guys? Oh, that's a giant banana.
I've never seen one larger.
Look at that. All right. You know, I will say, it is a little tiring on the arm carrying this thing around all day.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Just good for the shoulder training when you've got 2 banana ball games in one day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need right now is more strength training.
Rack, thank you so much for the first ever live vlog from left field in banana ball history.
Sure thing, always a pleasure.
You're the man, Rack. Have fun.
All righty, we'll see you guys.
There goes Robert Anthony Cruz. We mentioned, fresh off of his first vlog in his illustrious social media career, we figured we'd like to have one on BTV here as well.
I feel like that. I'm all for a second one. I want this to be a series of sorts. The Rat Cam.
Sign me up. Sing off currently as over 10,000 fans on hand compete to see who can belt out tunes louder here in Cool Ray Field.
I have not heard what the standings look like this season between Jesse and the young professor. I don't know whose side is winning the sing-off more.
Sorry for anybody at home who may struggle from motion sickness, whipping you all around the ballpark there. And now we're back to the action. Acuff deep in the hole, 1 hop across the diamond. That is an unbelievably tough play. He just made look awful easy.
Chase Acuff just showing off how talented he is defensively for this Party Animal squad, and he's all smiles after that stellar play to retire Danny Hosley, who, you know, is a speedy guy.
Pop up behind the dish, nearly lands on the fans' heads. They had no idea where it was. Clearly not caught. And an 0-1 count on Eric Jones Jr., the first baseman. Battle between the Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer on the bump and a former Mariners and Twins minor leaguer at the dish. Looks like Helton's going to win it, but a long run for Jake Skoll. Sliding catch. The kid out of Woodstock, Georgia, had a lot of real estate to cover and able to make a nice play for out number 2.
Defensive gem after defensive gem here in the second for the Party Animals. We're going to send this down to the field. We might have a special introduction.
Now coming to bat, former Atlanta Brave, Gold Glove Award winner from Gwinnett County, Jeff Francoeur!
How about the walk-up for Frenchie? 12-year MLB career. Half of it spent playing for the Atlanta Braves. And a guy who grew up less than a half hour down the road. This is just about as cool as it gets. Look at his lifetime numbers across the dozen years spent in Major League Baseball on the lower third graphic. 2007 National League Gold Glove Award winner in his 3rd year in the bigs. And Helton blows that one by him. He's behind 0-2. All smiles from Frenchie. And it's popped foul.
And I'll tell you what, if there's ever a time for the fans to be telling each other, don't catch it, don't catch it, they are not trying to catch a foul ball off the bat of Jeff Francoeur, who is hacking away against Brett Helton, and now we'll pop this one in fair play. Bryson Bloomer ranging over towards the pitcher's mound, tips it up to himself, trying for the trick play, and can't come up with it. Francoeur hustling for second and will be gunned down over at bag number 2.
We appreciate the hustle. He wanted a different outcome from Bryson Wheeler on the call. That was wild stuff. What a beginning to what I'm sure will be an illustrious banana ball career for Francoeur. Party Animals able to get the out eventually. Tag on the shoulder before Frenchie could get to second. Bananas lead 1-0 with 2 innings in the books. Let's get it down to Maceo and the boys. We're dancing our way to the third. Heck of a job from Maceo Harrison with DJ the Invader, Noah Bridges, Alex Ziegler, and Malachi Mitchell all out there in on the fun. We head to the third inning. 9, 10, and 1 due up to swing it for the Party Animals first. It will be their second baseman, Dustin Baber.
The Party Animals, again, have made Noah Nisnik work early on in this ball game. Of course, 1 point apiece, and Nisnik, through 2 innings, has already thrown 39 pitches here to the Party Animals. They've had 3 separate plate appearances go 7 pitches or more.
By the way, big fib by me. I was just discombobulated by seeing Jeff Francoeur play banana ball for the first time. Party Animals won that inning. We're tied at 1 point apiece. And a big bender just misses the inside corner to the Babson Park, Florida native at the dish. Now 1-1 as the fastball is at the knees. Baber started his collegiate career at Daytona State, 2 years of JUCO, and then finished up at North Carolina A&T. JUCO Gold Glove Award winner in 2018. He can swing the stick too. Nice piece out to right center. A hop in front of Hosley. And the base knock to begin the third.
And the offense is starting to come along for Dustin Baber. A little bit of a slow start coming into March, but now extends what is a 5-game hit streak for Baber.
He's replaced by another Florida man, Jason Swan out of Jacksonville. Just like Baber in his second World Tour for the Party Animals. And he has been turning it up here in his sophomore banana ball campaign, hitting .321, a .333 on base percentage. Doing a lot with the lumber. If you want to nitpick, he'd like a sprint or 2 more. As Nisnik, Olsen, Cox, and Meadows driving their hypothetical whips out on the field, and elevated heater fouled away, count 0-2. Swan spent 5 years at Georgia Southern University. Nisnik, 5 years at Southeast Missouri State. Baber not known for his speed on the bag. Still have to keep an eye on him, as Nisnik did. Nearly missed the pitch, but it's good to check in on Noah Bridges and Dakota Stiltz-Albritton. Nice piece of hitting. That's what Swanee has done so well. He hits it to all fields. And a 2-strike approach sends it right through the 4-hole.
2 opposite field hits for the Party Animals in this inning, and now They bring up Reese Hampton, and this is what the Party Animals have been lacking. Opportunities for Reese to bat with runners in scoring position. He is batting .375 in those situations and led last year's tour batting over .400. Hopefully Reese can come through and get the Party Animals more runs and hopefully a second point in this ballgame.
Jordan Hussein pinch running for Baber at second. Hampton grounded out to short his first time. Count 1-1 on the Detroit Tigers' 12th round draft pick in 2018. That ball smoked deep to left, and it's one hop off the wall. Hussein scores easily from second. Swan getting a stop sign as he approaches third. It is Reese Hampton's tour leading 8th double and 9th extra base hit as the Animals have struck for a run in back-to-back frames.
Right on cue, Reese Hampton comes through for the Party Animals, who are going to turn it up behind home plate here, doing some funky moves. Jake Lialios and Dalton Ponce leading the charge. How about that little split behind home plate too? A little jump in the air. That's the move that I ripped my pants with.
Correct. That was back on the second stop of this tour in Peoria, Arizona. Once again, thank you to Element 19 for supplying Josh with a pair of pants for our third game in Phoenix. 1-0 count now on Bryson Bloomer. Hampton off of second, Swan off of third. And just like in his first plate appearance, Bloomer ahead 2-0. That's a big out for Noah Nisnik, as it is barehanded on the bobble. Bill Leroy with his first trick play of the tour.
Despite the bobble from Bill Leroy, still comes up with the trick play. Hit Noah Nisnik with a little shrug after the play, like, oh, it's no big deal. And you gotta look at it one more time. Excellent juggling act by Bill.
It's a big deal for Biko. I declared it an out before he attempted the trick play. Vindicates my confidence in him. And a nice front door curveball as Nisnik jumps ahead of Jake Skoll.
And what kind of stood out even after that trick play catch from Bill Leroy, instantly ready to possibly fire the ball to third or second base. Just had great baseball instincts right after the banana ball aspect of this game, being ready to possibly see if he could dial up some kind of double play for the Bananas.
2-1. Placement with the heater right on the outside corner. Now evened up at 2-2. 2 ducks on the pond for the Party Animals. There's Swan at third base. Hampton behind him at second with 1 out here in the top of the third. And that's a great spit by Skoll. Bender in the dirt. And just like his first trip to the dish, he has run the count full. Deep drive out to left. Robert Anthony Cruz has a long way to run. He's turning his back to the dish. It's 1 hop off the left field wall. Swan and Hampton both score easily. And Jake Skoll ties Reese Hampton for the tour lead in extra base hits. That is his 9th as he grabs 2 RBIs as well.
And a big knock for Jake Skoll. And how about this? Dalton Cornett coming up with a signature walk-up.
When everything's a little clearer in the light of day, and you know the night is gonna be there anyway. Thinking about just working on my appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing 6 and stones together makes a spark ignite, and a bottle bumping you is getting so excited. Sky rockets in flight, woo! Afternoon delight, woo! I think you guys have it. Afternoon delight.
Oh my God.
Now batting number 3.
Ryan Rodriguez,
Dalton
Garrett
Cornett.
DeClue, and Jake Lialios with the greatest rendition of Afternoon Delight you have ever heard. There goes Skoll for third. Excellent jump throw from Bill. Never had a chance. The ball bounces away from Gabe Howell. That is a clean steal of third base. Skoll now 6 for 7 in his attempts at swiping bags on the season.
And once again, he is an aggressive base runner for the Party Animals. If that ball hadn't have been hit to left, I would venture that Jake Skoll would have been trying for 3 bases after that knock to left field, and also benefited from Rack shifting so far into shallow left field, thinking that there would be a possible sprint defense.
Noah Bridges having kids smell each other's hair? I don't know if my eyes deceive me there. It's good to check in on Bridges behind the dish. As Cornette continues to battle, he flew out to center his first time. We'll get another 1-2 offering from Niz Nasty. This is his toughest outing of the tour. It has been nothing but easy breezy, beautiful thus far, but the Party Animals finally getting to him. Great take by Cornette, and it's back-to-back full counts. Dalton pacing the Party Animals with his .339 batting average. He's going to lose a couple points here. Pierre Meadows behind this in center. He's going to fire it home as Skoll charges in from third. He'll score easily. Meadows didn't really have a chance in the world, and it's a 4 spot in the third inning after the sac fly from Cornette. Now Chase Acuff with 2 outs and the base is empty. Here right down Broadway. Acuff had a flare into shallow right. Olsen not able to make a tricky play running back on it. Ends up as a base hit in the book, and now he's robbed of one. The baseball gods even it all out. Danny Hosley with a slick sliding snag. But 4 runs for the Party Animals. The Niners will need 4 of their own to keep this game tied at a point each, or 5 to win the inning. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole. Time for our first Bananas Barnyard of the tour.
And fans, you are the judge of who does it best. Gentlemen, are you ready? All right, first animal, monkey, monkey. All right, not bad. Not bad, we gotta get weirder. Penguin, penguin. That's pretty good right there, Tyler, pretty good. Penguin, again. Skunk, skunk. This is yes. Okay. Snail, snail. Very good, we're gonna let this one live a little bit. Jellyfish, jellyfish. What is that? Man, that is just weird. Really this is good. Weird. That's a weird jellyfish. All right, T-Rex, T-Rex. All right, keep it going. 5, all right. Fans, you are the judge now of who did it best. Is it Brandon? Is it Tyler? That doesn't help you. Is it Matt? Or is it Connor? He nailed it with a snail, and there you have it, Bananas Barnyard. Wow, what a weird life he must have.
Connor with a hard-earned victory. The snail, just unbelievable stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need a favor. I need everybody here to get those hands together. Attention number 1.
The 7-year Banana will lead off this bottom of the third inning. Party Animals have all but won it already. The Bananas have 2 5-run innings on the tour. So don't put the Animals up 2 points to 1 just yet. But bottom 3 in the order here for Brett Helton, Olsen and Cox due up after Leroy. Thing with this bottom of the order, Bill in his 3rd tour as a professional banana baller with a line drive through the 6-hole, hitting .320 with a .438 on base percentage, and both those numbers just jumped up even further.
I mean, he's been an above-average hitter on tour by both OPS plus and weighted runs created plus. It's just an on-base machine. Now Jackson Olsen swings at the first offering for Brett Helton, floats this one into the glove of Chase Acuff at shortstop.
Jackson went 4 for his last 5 in Baton Rouge, hit .500 across the weekend at LSU. And now Ryan Cox, who out of the 10 hole is hitting .316 with a .366 on base percentage and still has not struck out across the first 16 games of this tour. It's not going to happen here. Line drive to third, Bloomer across the diamond, double play, and an awful quick inning for Brett Helton.
A 1 minute and 18-second inning for Brett Helton, tied for the 9th fastest inning of all time in Banana Ball. Brett Helton has also done that 3 different times in his career now.
Mind-boggling stuff from the former Pirates minor leaguer as Jason Swan waves goodbye to Bill Leroy. Good piece of lumber from Coxie as Noah Bridges has made it all the way out to the berm. The Banana Band jamming away in the stands. And we head to the 4th inning. Party Animals won that one 4 runs to zilch. They lead the game 2 points to 1. And in the background of that shot, good to see Garrett Donaldson's mom and company dancing about. Donnie, now at the middle of it all, the only man on the field as he gets loose to come in and pitch this 4th inning. Trombone going crazy here in Coolray Field. And now Donnie leaving the field. So nobody on the Bananas defense is out there. We've got a unique entrance for all the guys, it seems, as they're going to be coming in from the stands. That was one of the more bizarre and discombobulated moments on the tour. The Banana Band was still blasting away. Well, we had a specialty walk-up for Donaldson and all 8 of his fielders. Now we get to welcome in Jackson Olsen, and once Ryan Cox turns his mic on, which apparently is still off.
Is your mic still on? You can hear it?
We'll have Ryan Cox as well. For now, Jackie, how's your afternoon going, buddy?
Oh my gosh, it's good. I just flew out on the weakest fly ball in history to shortstop, but it's all right.
Is Cutter there from Helton?
Well, I think so. Yeah. Did I get it on?
Oh, here we are.
Let's go. All right. Tell me I'm tech savvy. Let's go.
Great work. We've had 1 pitch in the inning, and Tanner Thomas has to leave the box because Vincent Chapman is going to throw away all of his umpiring material, and he's going to dance.
Hey, I hear that we have a little game to play. Is that true, Biko?
Yes, it is, Jackson. I'm glad you brought that up. This is probably the perfect time to introduce a new game into BTV. For the first time, our contestants Jackson Olsen and Ryan Cox will be playing the teammate test. We have put a series of cards in your back pocket. You guys are going to try and guess these questions, know each other.
Yes, who should start, Josh?
Let's see. Jackson Olsen, you are not leading the tour in trick play, so Ryan Cox will start.
All right. My first question is, who is Jackson's most famous contact in his phone?
Oh, man. That ball's going to center. I'm not even going to worry about it. Just please get it out of
this
him.
back foot.
Yeah.
Well, I believe Don't let me interrupt here, fellas, but I believe Coxie is supposed to guess.
Correct.
And then Jackson, you will tell him if he has guessed correctly or not.
Yes.
Yeah, so my guess here is he met Derek Jeter at Capital One. The chance that you got Jeter's phone number, if not that, Livy Dunn.
I actually don't have either phone number. So, honestly, the most famous contact I have on my phone, Jesse Cole. I don't know.
Jesse Cole. Yeah. The man in the yellow tux himself. Okay, now Noah Fisher at the dish as we've gotten to the 7-hole. Jackson Olsen, what is the first card that you have?
First card that I have is
Yes.
how many hours has Ryan played of MLB The Show this weekend?
Wow, and what do you think the answer is?
All right, I got a pretty good guess. Ow, that hurts. Pretty good guess. I'm going to guess 6.
I think it might be way north of that. We had that off day, and I had the hotel room when he was in New York, so I would say I probably logged 6 hours the first night. Played like 2 games yesterday. I just love ball, you know?
Yeah, you're grinding. You're seeing how the pitches are coming in.
Just trying to get my team better, you know, play for the guys.
I mean, you're seeing thousands of pitches before the Banana Ball weekend even starts. All right, Coxie, what's question number 2?
If Jackson could only eat one food for the rest of his life, what would it be?
I was about to say it. I'm glad I didn't.
This is tough. He makes this like crunch wrap at home, and if he could make that crunch wrap every day, I think he'd be very happy.
All right, that's very, honestly, I didn't even think about that. That's top 3 for sure. Chicken parm every day, 100%.
Chicken parm, the
Every
home.
day.
What's going on the homemade Jackson Olsen crunch wrap?
Oh man, you want to hear it? It might take up the entire inning, so I might not want to share.
Yeah, go as quick as you can.
All right, we got, oh God, go foul.
Rack.
Foul ball. All right, we got a tortilla. We put some lettuce, cheese, ground beef, and then put a crunch wrap, crunchy thing on top. More cheese, seared in the pan. See you later. 10 out of 10.
It's unbelievable. Okay, Jackie, what's your second question for Cox?
If you could have one haircut for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably like a blonde, just because it goes with everything. The blue's a little too loud, and you can pass as a blonde even though you're not blonde.
Jackson, you were supposed to guess there.
I was supposed to guess, but
The base hit panicked me, I'm sorry.
all right, well,
All right, ask me another question. You can make one up.
Jackie, what's your? Yeah,
should I make up? All right, we're making up questions?
yeah. Make up
All
a
right.
question before your third
Donnie, pick
official
them up. All right, my question is, how many milligrams of caffeine did Ryan have today?
And what do you think the answer is, Mr. Olsen?
I'm going to say the answer is 350.
Wow. Ryan Cox?
That's a pretty accurate guess. I
Let's
definitely
go.
had 200 in the Celsius this morning, and I've sipped some coffee as well.
Ground ball to Ryan double play. Just going to say it right now.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Oh, that would be a good clip of content. Welcome to my clip.
We appreciate you just trying to rake in the views here, Jackie.
Yeah, you just never know what you can do. You never
Welcome
know
to
what
my
you can
clip.
do.
2 men on, 2-1 count on Dustin Baber. Party Animals lead the game 2-1. We're playing the teammate test, the first ever with Ryan Cox and Jackson Olsen. Coxie, your third question that you have to answer about your best friend in the world, Jackson Olsen.
All right, the third question on my list is Jackson's celebrity crush not named Taylor Swift.
Oh, no. Okay.
DR backflip,
DR
distract
backflip.
us.
I'll answer it in the beat drop of DR's backflip.
No
Sydney
backflip.
Sweeney.
Let's see here.
Oh, I already said it. No, go ahead.
You said it?
You didn't hear it. You didn't
He
hear
didn't
it.
hear it. I heard
You
it,
didn't
Jackie.
hear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Katie Feeney.
She is amazing. Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, she is.
That's what I meant. They
She
rhyme.
is great.
You a Euphoria fan, Jackson?
We have 2 outs. Yeah, we have
2 outs.
Never seen it. No.
You would enjoy it. Jason Swan now out of the 10-hole. Jackson, what's your last question that you have to answer about your shortstop?
Let me get my paper out of my pocket. It's really soggy. Wait, I gotta put my mouth. Oh God. I gotta put.
Paper from the pocket to the mouth, and now he will unravel it.
How many followers does Ryan have on TikTok? Hold on.
To the 100.
He's stealing? All right. How many followers does Ryan have on TikTok? I'm gonna guess. Hey, don't pee on me. All right. All right. 268,300.
Wow. 268,300 is the guess from Jackson Olsen.
I'm growing, but I'm at 2,335.
What is it exactly?
2,300 or 2,035. 235.2.
235.2.
Why is math hard?
Why
while
did I
we're
think
playing
you
the
were
game?
so much higher?
235,000.
Yeah.
Just shorten yourself about 233,000 followers there.
2.3 million, actually.
2.3 mil.
It's 2.3 mil.
You know, guys, I have a question for you guys. Why is the fire alarm going off right now?
It's been going off all day.
You know, I feel like there definitely is a fire somewhere, but like no one's checked on it.
Feels like we're back in
Maybe. I don't
Victory
know.
Field in Indianapolis.
I heard it's because the bananas are red hot right now.
Red hot chili peppers. All right, let's ask Biko and Josh a question. Let's see how well they know each other.
Oh, no.
We're gonna turn it on you. All right. Oh, I got one.
Okay.
All right, this is for Biko.
Yes.
Biko, what was Josh Shalevsky's first job in baseball?
Ooh, good question. Josh Tulevsky's first job in baseball. I'm going to count an internship that I know of. I can't remember exactly who it was with, but he was right in the media guide for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
correct. And,
All right.
and we covered some high school baseball, some high school football. Shout out Score Atlanta.
Score Atlanta. Yeah, I get like half credit for that, I think.
All right.
I'm a switch. Yep, right here.
I got a question for you, Josh.
Okay.
What is Biko's favorite term of endearment for a friend?
A big tiger.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's correct. How about these party animals?
Swan's about to get out on the back pick right here. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he stayed glued to that bag. Reese Hampton now 2
You
for
guys want
3.
to stop scoring runs?
I mean, the bright side is we got a real juicy mic'd up half inning with you guys, you know?
Real juicy mic'd up. Love it.
Check.
Check Tuesday.
Cheese, on you, brother. Good trick play, brother. I like what you're doing there.
Thank you, brother. Hey, thank you. Tuesday. See you
That
guys.
is great stuff, fellas. There goes Jackson Olsen and Ryan Cox. Thank you, guys. You kidding me? Sketch? That would be sketch, right, fellas? How about them apples? Hey, have fun the rest of the afternoon and evening.
Let's get clapping those hands. Here we go, Shark.
Potential barrel party incoming from Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and the rest of their Savannah Bananas brethren. Learned a lot about the guys there in the top of the 4th inning. All the while, the Party Animals plating 2 after scoring 4 in the 3rd and 1 in the 2nd. Both of those led to them winning those innings and in a prime position to make it 3 straight.
And again, they've made these Bananas pitchers work. Noah Nisnik through 3 innings had to throw 69 pitches for the Bananas.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Jared Donaldson in that 4th threw 28 pitches against the Party Animals in the frame. So they're really drawing out some long plate appearances and again, getting really good wood on the ball today.
You know, kind of lost in the shuffle of Cox and Olsen both turning into sketch down on the field. 17th trick play in 18 tries on the tour for Jackie. Really been excelling in the trick play department, moving from 3rd base to 2nd.
And obviously getting to spend closer time with his good friend Ryan Cox. Just warms the heart, you know?
How about Noah Bridges? He's back in the stands, hay babying with over 10,000 of his best buds. This is the 303rd straight sold out Bananas or Party Animals game. Coming to you from Gwinnett County, an hour outside of Atlanta. Could have gotten downtown in less than 40 minutes this morning. Traffic wasn't too bad. But an hour feels more accurate for an all time of day to just cover it all. Top of the order for the Bananas. D.R. Meadows led off the bottom of the first with a base knock. What a play. Oh, no. Bryson Bloomer had no idea where the hot shot had gone after he tried to pick it. The official ruling on that one, Josh.
I want to say that's a hit for DR Meadows. It's a good knockdown by Bryson Bloomer and kind of put the glove up with him with the reaction there and was expecting the ball to bounce or be in the air, and it was just sitting there kind of right between his feet.
We reward the barrel with a hit. So DR 2 for 2. His on-base percentage now north of 500. He's reached on 31 of his 59 trips to the dish. And off-speed pitch clips Gabe Howell. He had singled his first time on a swinging bunt. And we'll see if he's going to be okay here. Looks like that really clipped his left shoulder well. Yeah, he's going to jog it off down to first. Third time Gabe has been hit by a pitch on the tour. He now stands alone in the plunked department.
Something about the Bananas and Party Animals third baseman getting hit by pitch. Getting hit by pitches, of course. Bryson Bloomer led last year's tour on the Party Animals, and now Gabe Howell up to the tour lead this year.
Yeah, Bloomer was the only guy in double digits in hit by pitches, and he had 14 of them. Quick 0-2 count on Dan Oberst. First pitch he saw this afternoon. He lined out to right field, rather. And he's going to come up empty on the off speed. Brett Hilton gets his first strikeout of the game.
And Brett gets it on just 3 pitches as well. A huge first out without the ball being put in play. Brett Hilton still being very efficient in terms of his pitches today.
Bouncer from Baber to Acuff, 360, double play, 4-6-3. And the Animals win the inning. They've won 3 in a row. They lead 3-1.
An unbelievable trick play, double play between Dustin Baber and Chase Acuff and Brett Hilton with another quick frame in this ball game. 2 minutes and 19 seconds, all it takes for him to get 3 outs.
Here's Emily Cole.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already making a difference in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we are celebrating the Peel family. Yes, like banana peel. But we are celebrating them for more than their awesome last name. This family has been a licensed foster family for over 14 years. They have welcomed children into their home from newborn babies up to 18-year-olds, and in total, they have welcomed over 60 kids. Fans, please help us celebrate this amazing Peel family for all that they do right here locally for the foster care world.
How about that? Noah Bridges takes us inside the group hug with our Bananas Foster family of the first of 2 games today. Second doubleheader in Banana Ball history. What a doozy it is. And as we look at the group hug down there, we pop up into the broadcast booth with an unbelievably special guest. It is the legend of Atlanta, Mr. Jeff Rancor. How you living?
Oh, guys, thanks for having me. What an absolute blast today. See my kids in the front row right there, and Jesse had told me, let's keep it a surprise, so they had no idea. They literally thought I was doing some stuff, behind the scenes. When I popped out, I mean, their faces it was really cool. And You know what? I got 4 good hacks in. Yeah. And I put in play. I didn't strike out.
And heaters from Helton, too. I mean, that's 90 miles an hour firm.
Let me tell you this right now. If he wanted to on that 0-2, he could have thrown me a slider, and I probably would have swung my back out. But he was great, and, you know.
Another look at the dive into
I
second.
thought I got in on the corner, you know, a little. Look at that. I might be a little bit overweight now, you know.
I loved the aggression from you there.
You know what? I thought, what other chance are you going to have to keep going, slide head first? And, you know, again, this was just so much fun. And I think what's cool is, you know, a lot of fans don't get to see behind the scenes, obviously. I've got it all day yesterday, this morning. I mean, these guys, can play baseball. They're really good at what they do. They care about it. But, I mean, I'll tell you what, they put on a show, man. I mean, they know exactly what time they have to be doing everything, and they do it with a smile on their face, and it's been fun.
And the video evidence of your first career banana ball at bat, heck of an anniversary present for the wife.
You know, it was great, you know. I mean, there's what better than that? And, you know, it's cool, you know. My wife actually remember, you know, Jake Skoll here, you know, we worked out together when he got drafted out of high school by the Rangers. So
D.R. Meadows in center.
Yeah.
Little tumble and catch.
That's why I just need to hit. I would break my back if I did that now. Now, I can throw it still. If I need to throw somebody out, I could do that.
Well, it is amazing, the full circle with Scully, who was drafted 15th overall in 2010, that you were working out with him, and now you share the banana ball.
I was, man. He had texted me this past week, said a little birdie told me you might be doing something, and you know, I'll be honest, I had some butterflies going up there just because it had been. The last time I faced a live batter was my last at bat in the big leagues.
Unbelievable.
So to be able to do that was really cool.
Well, you didn't look too rusty, not taking a live AB since 2016.
No, you know what's funny, though, on the 0-2, you know, I hit it pretty good down the left field line. I fouled it off, but you know, about halfway through when I looked up there, I remember the rule that if you catch it, you're out. And I'm like, if fan catches this, he's throwing me one more pitch. I need one more pitch. So I'm glad that the fan didn't catch it.
You didn't hear all the fans down there in the stands going, don't catch it, don't catch it.
You know what? It was so funny because, it happens quick. And you know what? With the MLB last year with the pitch clock, you know, going quicker, I love this. I really do. Like, you get in there, you hit. You know, it's a lot of fun, and that's what my kids have just said. I mean, it's been an hour exactly right now. What, at an hour? Game's been going on for an hour. Kids are having a blast. I mean, they're entertained and loving it.
Well, that's what we love to hear. Heater low to Dalton Cornette. Vincent Chapman thought it was ball 4. It was ball 3. Stuck his fists up and then yanked him down.
You know, it's a double dip, man. They had to get up early this morning.
That's a fact. Vincent working overtime. Now we'll get a payoff from Jared Donaldson out in his second inning of work, and that will be the sprint. So Vincent with some clairvoyance. What a play by Coxey up the middle to save what could have been a disaster. And the tag from Rack just a hair late there. He was the 7th and final banana who had to touch it. I'm sure you're glad that you never had to participate in any sprint defense in your outfielding career.
That's why it was like, you know what? Once I rounded, I'm like, I can go hard to second, and then I'm done. If I was safe, I was going to get pinch runner.
Now Chase Acuff in the 5-hole.
So overall, Frenchie, what are your thoughts on the rules of banana ball?
It's great. It's something so different. And, you know, it's interesting. Look, baseball will always be baseball. It's America's pastime. It's great. But like my son, you know, he's playing lacrosse right now, and I'll be honest with you, he quit baseball last year because he just said, it's too slow for me. There's not enough action. There's not enough things going on. As foul ball down the right field line. But I got to get ready for my season, too, you know.
It's sneaking
10
up
days,
on
I'm doing Dodgers-Giants, April
Wow.
2nd. So, and then I'll do the Braves home opening weekend. But, you know, this is action, man. This is what kids need to see. Now, is it always going to be like this? No. But, man, I'll tell you what, they have a blast. Oh, slider.
Yeah,
nice.
That was a nice slider from the splitter specialist. Donnie with his first punch out of the afternoon. And Jordan Hussein will pinch run for Dalton Cornette at second base. Tanner Tinder Thomas coming up to swing it with 2 away. And he's going to sky it to right center. Meadows and Hosley converging. DR backflipping, makes the catch, lands the flip.
Wow.
An exclamation point to end the inning.
See, I don't have that, okay? I would have, that ball would have hit me in the face.
DR Meadows leading all Banana Ball outfielders now with 12 trick plays, but let's give you your due, Frenchie. You were consistently up there leading the National League in those outfield assists.
I was going to say, leave me the assist. I don't need to do those, but I'll throw somebody out.
All right, this one's special for you. Since you're up in the booth just for the 5th inning, Jeff, we've got the second ever cougar race.
Wow.
This one debuted a couple Saturdays ago in Minute Maid Park in Houston. Full capacity crowd of over 41,000 loved it, so we decided to bring it to Gwinnett County.
And I had so much fun watching that. You know, seeing all the videos, the clips. It's just, like I said, this is a great thing. Here we go, the cougar race.
Yeah, so
we're off.
We get to first base. And it's going to be Scoojay and Archer who both have to do the chug there. And neck going towards second. Once again, the Cougars, it doesn't feel like a full-out sprint, conserving their energy.
You know, I feel their pain. I just ran to second.
This is where it gets dicey. Looks like our Cougar with Malachi with a strong lead, 1 foot in front of the other. And that's going to be, oh no!
Oh! Oh! All-star Cougar.
Our Cougars.
Photo finish.
Wow.
Reminiscent of our home run hitter today with the belly flop onto home plate.
That was nice. You know what's interesting now that I see that? I was on my way up here and I saw these two ladies dressed like that. And, you know, I guess Banana Ball's Banana Ball because I just didn't even think twice to ask, like, what are they doing? You know, you just go along with it.
Just a couple casual fans of Banana Ball there.
Yeah. It was great. Dalton got a chance to meet my dad and talk to him. Or Helton, sorry.
Yes.
Got a chance to meet my dad before the game, and my dad, I think, told him to strike me out.
Wow.
So he was really
That's
nice.
Ruthless.
And, yeah, well, my dad's ruthless. So that was fun, though.
Hilton's going to be out for his 5th inning of work. Party Animals lead 3 points to 1, but no runs in the top of the 5th, so Hilton's got to hold serve to keep the all-important points category exactly where it is.
Yeah, I think Party Animals might have got their sleep last night.
Yes.
You know?
Out of character for them.
Yeah. After 2 games today, though, they might drag tomorrow afternoon.
Bouncer backhanded by Swan. He goes between the legs with the bounce. And Hilton able to beat Hosley to the bag. How about that trick play?
What a play.
An aggressive play by Jason Swan. Fields that one on a hop very well. And still goes between the legs, and Brett Helton with enough speed to get to the bag to beat Hosley there.
4th trick play of the tour for Swanee. As Eric Jones Jr. gets that one on the outside corner for a strike. EJ, a former Mariners and Twins minor leaguer who nuked a ball in Houston. It's just one of the coolest moments you could ever imagine.
Let me tell you, that was a bomb.
Yeah. This one flicked out to right. It's going to be down for a knock. Skoll tried to barehand it. EJ digging for 2. And he's going to be in there with a belly flop double. How about that piece of hitting?
That was nice.
Immediately pinch run for by Malachi Mitchell. This is a guy who can run, leading the tour in runs scored. The 17 you saw in his graphic there briefly, as well as his 12 stolen bases. He has not been caught yet. Now Robert Anthony Cruz is going to be doing some Dance Dance Revolution well at the dish.
It's time for our Dance Dance Revolution pattern.
Head 1-0.
Yeah, see, this would have been tough for me to do.
I was
I
wondering.
don't know that I could hit with doing this.
Any teammates who would have been able to nail this one?
Gosh, man.
Tell me B-Mac couldn't do
no,
that?
B-Mac would never do this. First of all, let's be honest. He's not that quick enough to do that. I could see Andrew Jones being able to do it. Oh, it's fair ball. Yeah.
Rack's going to walk the inning off. The first ever Dance Dance Revolution battle ends in an inning ender for Robert Anthony Cruz.
And now they go. Look at him.
Fiery feet at second base.
The energy.
And Reginald Horton leading the celebration at the dish.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a dance you could pull off.
Right? You get to do a double, come in, join the crew. They got to get back in the game. That was huge. Had to have it. legend.
That guy is the legend for a reason. Another look at the feet, the footwork there.
It's impressive.
And Malachi scores. Jeff Francoeur 10 days away from your opener, where you'll be on the call with the Braves battling the Dodgers. This was just unbelievably magical for Josh, and I thanks so much, man.
Man, guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. What y'all are doing is awesome. Like I said, just look at this place tonight when it happened. This is awesome. It's been a blast, and looking forward to watching the rest of the game with the family. I'm going to take my 2 little guys after the game in the locker room to meet all the guys.
Wow, that's awesome. Jeff,
appreciate
very
y'all.
much a pleasure.
Absolutely.
We're big fans.
Anytime.
And we would love for you as well to sign a banana ball for us.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I
good
would
luck,
love
Josh.
that.
It's just a veteran move by the kid.
Look at that.
Jeff Francoeur,
And I'm
autographed banana ball.
Look at that. Boom.
We're looking forward to your second career banana ball at bat, man.
Thank you. Yeah, someday.
Thanks, Frenchie.
Thank you.
Guys. Appreciate it.
And a surprise for everybody watching on YouTube, you may have thought lifelong Braves fan Josh Talevsky, who could probably talk you through all of Francoeur's 160 home runs across his dozen years in Major League Baseball.
Kevin Gregg.
Yeah, Kevin, well, never. Whenever Kevin Gregg Frenchie's yelling in jubilation as he exits the booth. This autographed Jeff Francoeur banana ball will be given away to one of you watching this broadcast with us this afternoon. We thank you all for spending the first of 2 games here on this Saturday with us in virtual Banana Land. We're going to have a link in the chat. Fill that out with all your relevant info, and you will have a shot at the autographed Jeff Francoeur banana ball. Luis Alexiadis, freshly inserted defensively to replace Danny Hosley in right, instantly tested, and he passes. As Bronson Ballholm steps into the box, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Josh Talevsky, Jeff Francoeur, coolest booth guest for you in your banana ball broadcasting career, question mark?
He's up there.
Yeah.
He is definitely up there for me.
That's pretty awesome. Oh, that guy rocks. Ballholm, the switch hitting extra hitter. Giving the fans an opportunity here. Not caught. We're still looking for a first foul ball caught today.
And a couple more interesting defensive substitutions that we noticed after that Ballholm foul ball. It's Rack manning third base for the Bananas now. This one chopped over to the left side of the diamond. Ryan Cox goes between the legs, and Bronson Ballholm will beat out that play. And it would appear that the fans urging a challenge here. So we'll see if we pop it, and we indeed will go back and see if this is a trick play or a trick play miss for Ryan Cox this afternoon.
We slap on the Riedel headsets right now. Ballholm can absolutely move it for a guy whose primary position is catching. We're getting another look right here, and it looks like, to me, the correct call was made by Jake Moore, the first base umpire. Another angle. And same decision for Bika.
Yeah, I'm seeing nothing that can overturn this. I think the call's going to stand here, guys.
Correct. Looks like Ballholm beat the ball.
I think the call is confirmed as well, I would
Call
say.
confirmed. Call confirmed. Yeah. Agree. And Josh, before you write this thing down, I think Ryan Cox's transfer was so quick, I would give Ballholm an infield single. I don't think a millisecond was wasted going between the legs. That's just how good Cox has gotten at the between the legs trick play. I think in almost every other situation in Banana Ball, you mark something like that, normally a trick play miss, but we have to evolve for how amazing the glove magician is in the field.
Biko, if you're going to argue it this passionately and with such detail, then you know what? I can see it your way.
Thanks. Ballholm 2 for 3. Jared Donaldson will not be happy.
I really appreciated that. That was really nice.
Just, you know, I feel things very strongly about our young sport.
We both do, you know.
That's right. Nice piece of lumber there from Baber, but Alexiadis positioned well. He has made both outs this inning. Here's Jesse Cole.
Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Dakota Stilts Albritton, the Ellaville, Georgia man, has pitched 2 complete innings on the tour. The Party Animals still have not notched a hit against him.
He's been awfully impressive and only 1 sprint allowed. Still looking for his first strikeout on the season, but just continuing to induce soft contact more than anything. A lot of just slow ground balls and pop-ups.
Here's Jason Swan. Ahead 1-0. Swanee with a single and a run scored in the 3rd. The inning-winning 2-run sprint in the 4th, and now a guy who's not naturally a switch hitter but really can swing the stick well from the left side. Bouncing around, he rolls this over. Cox not going with any kind of trick play because he's just got to get that out, and he does. Stilt still has not allowed a hit through 2 1/3 innings on this tour. He has worked on his craft, and it is paying off. Here come the Banana Nanas as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Unbelievable work from the best dance troupe this side of the Mississippi. Probably the best dance troupe in this entire country, but we're not experts on everything on the other side of the Mississippi. So we can only declare what we know. Just like in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it is 8, 9, and 10 for the Bananas. Bill Leroy, Bananas backstop, lit off that bottom of the 3rd with a line drive base knock to left, and this time pops that. Caught on the bobble by the fans, but it has to be a clean catch instantly. So Bill with another life. Brett Helton out for his 6th inning of work. That's what has led to so much success for Helton as Cornette shakes off the foul ball off the mask. It's that changeup that he can throw to righties. 0-1, he just threw it just about right down the pipe, but it's the movement and the switch up of speed that keeps guys off balance.
And a lot of the times you see right-handed pitchers developing the changeup to baffle left-handed hitters. It almost works the exact opposite for Brett Helton, but he's not afraid to throw it to a batter of either handedness.
Another barrel from Bill. This one into the mitt of Bloomer, who goes between the legs, seat across the diamond. And Leroy is retired, although 2 for 2 in quality at-bats.
Good play by Bryson Bloomer to start this 6th inning. Good stop going between the legs. It's just the right banana ball feel, and knew that he could get that first out quickly for Brett Helton, who has not had a or a double-digit pitch inning since the first in this ballgame. Through 15 pitches in the first inning, has gone 9 pitches, 6 pitches, 9 pitches, and 8 pitches over the last 4 frames.
He's the Greek god of MPI for a reason. Pitch efficiency has always been a strength of Helton's. as has been his dance moves on and off the mound. It's the guy who had KOK Wings and Things absolutely ablaze last Wednesday night in Baton Rouge. This time, he gets Jackson Olsen to fly it to Reese Hampton behind the back. No eyes necessary. 7th trick play of the tour for number 6.
It's an Ichiro Suzuki type trick play from Reese Hampton, fielding that one behind his back with no look. It is becoming one of his signature plays out there in center field. And of course, he is leading all Party Animals outfielders in trick plays this season.
Reese Lightning has been stupendous in the trick play department. Great variety. He's 7 for 8 in his attempts. And now Helton will give up a flip of a base knock. Ryan Cox doing his best impersonation of the security guard from The Last Dance with the shrug, Jordan-esque, trotting down the first baseline. Just throw the thick part of the bat at it. He's now 1 for 2 on the day.
He's absolutely absurd. 8 hits this season have gone to the opposite field for Cox. He's got 13 total. He just continues to hit them out there and flick those wrists.
The Bananas order flipping on its head. DR Meadows 2 for 2. And it is no longer the case. Acuff waiting a long time for it to come down. Tracking that banana ball as it moved with the wind. And Helton able to hold serve. Still a 3-2 lead for the Party Animals with 6 innings behind us. As we salute all the service members, both past and present, here in Coolray Field. We pass that on from everybody here in Gwinnett County to all you folks watching at home. And welcome up into the broadcast booth alongside Josh Talevsky. I am Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending a little Saturday afternoon fun with us. First of 2 games we have today.
2 games!
You bet your bottom dollar. And it's the first of 2 times that we will be giving away a pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. You have to hit the link in the comment section, fill out all of your relevant info, and then when it says buzzword, drumroll please. You want to put Braves Country. Braves Country. 2 words. There it is down there at the bottom of your screen. We are in Braves Country, Josh Talevsky.
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
And they've shown up with a lot of support. The energy amongst the fans today has been phenomenal. We saw them, of course, really excited when Jeff Rancourt was introduced, but a lot of oohs and ahs from the trick plays that have happened out on the field. And again, I mean, these people are also trying to catch their fair share of foul balls and still looking for their first on the day.
About 4.5 hours down the road from Savannah, Georgia, so I'm sure a handful of folks have been to historic Grayson Stadium before. Now get to see this with over 10,000 fans on hand here in the home of the AAA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves, the Gwinnett Stripers. Zach Phillips gets to work quickly. Former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer, spent 4 years in their farm system. As the Texarkana, Texas native with a 1-1 count. He comes in for the top of the Party Animals order. Reese Hampton first.
And of course made history a couple of weekends ago in Houston, Texas. The Bananas and Party Animals Major League Stadium debut. Fastest inning in banana ball history, thrown in 55 seconds. And here you can see him a little frustrated, wanting to snare that comebacker. Wasn't even able to get glove on it. And play he feels like he should have made, but it'll be a Reese Hampton single and his 3rd hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, Reese was the final out in that aforementioned fastest inning in banana ball history. One of only 2 all-time that have ever been thrown in less than a minute. DJ the Invader last August in Des Moines, Iowa, had the 57-second mark that was toppled. Hampton 3 for 4 with the double, a run driven in, a run scored, always a threat to run. As this one knocked down, Robert Anthony Cruz at third base, throw to second, not in time. The toss to first isn't either. A barrel from Bloomer, and Hampton showing off the speed. Makes it 2 men on, still nobody out. Another look here, knocked down by Rack, but the throw to second clearly not in time. Bryson Wheeler there to make the call. Official scoring ruling, Josh Talevsky.
I think that's a Bryson Bloomer barrel. I think that's a base hit.
Base knock. Very similar to DR's rip to Bloomer at third base. Now he's back in the fourth inning, ruled the same. And a 3-0 count now on Jake Skoll. 2-run double sandwiched in between a line out and ground out. And he gets the sprint. Philly on a 3-1 pitch, dropped down. And it's going to score Hampton easily from first. Bloomer gets a stop sign from Vava over at third. Skoll gets 2 bases on the sprint rather easily. And the Party Animals continuing to pour it on, leading by a point here in the 7th. They're trying to double that lead. And will pull off their patented red light, green light dance at the dish. Their starting pitcher, Brett Helton, creeping into your screen. Always one of my favorites to watch during this one as he takes center stage. And you get a look at Skoll and Vava getting after it at second, too.
That's just good feel from Skoll and Vava getting in, even though they can't be with the boys behind the plate. And of course, there's nobody else who's going to lead the charge to this dance more than Brett Helton. Dalton Ponce with a little bit of a took-a shake a la Jake Lialios. I'm telling you, if Lialios ever can't do the Party Animals dance pregame during the introduction, Dalton Ponce is a perfect replacement.
He has been absolutely delightful in his rookie campaign, both to watch on the mound, but even more so as a character throughout the majority of the time we get to hang out with him, which is off the field. And an Energizer bunny in that dugout. He wants to be mentioned when folks ask about who the most entertaining pitcher in Banana Ball is. Ponce's certainly got the character for it, and it's been great on the bump too.
I've never seen him not smiling, whether he's on or off the diamond.
Another 3-1 count. This one worked by Cornett. Sack fly, a sprint, and a fly out today. He barrels this one up. Alexiadis isn't going to be able to get there. It's one hop off the right field wall. Bloomer scores easily from third. Skoll on his tail. Scoring from second. 2-run double for DC3. And the Party Animals have plated 3 here in the top of the 7th. There's still no outs.
And this is a discussion that we've had across a couple of the last series between the Bananas and Party Animals, is with the Bananas offense so much more loaded this season, Party Animals have to place more of an emphasis on scoring multiple runs in innings to make sure that they can get these points and win these ball games. And they've done that plenty in this, and Chase Acup trying to add on another run, but Mike Vivacus will give Cornett the stop sign at third base.
Merry-go-round keeps us turning. See if Tanner Thomas can pass the baton. RBI sprint his first time. He's flown out to DR Meadows each of his last 2 trips to the plate. Beautiful front door bender, and Philly ahead 0-2. There goes Cornett. Bender was going to be a called strike. That is not your typical 2-strike swing, but Tanner Thomas clearly saw it well and was trying to send it to the berm in right field. Same pitch, different result. We missed it coming back from the replay, but it was a bender cut on and missed by Mr. Tinder Thomas, and all he can do is tip his helmet to Philly.
Yeah, great pitch execution from Zach Phillips here, as Noah Fisher will send this into right center. Reese Alexiadis at the wall, tries to haul it in, and it will bounce off of the wall and bring in Jordan Hussein, pinch running Party Animals with more runs in this inning, and runners at second and third still. Big extra base hit from Noah Fisher, picking up a 10th RBI on this World Tour.
Acuff ends up over at third base. We'll try and get a replay of that one when the time suits it. We missed it because we were trying to get a replay of the previous play we missed. We ended up in replay inception there. We're back in the driver's seat. Here it is. All right, there we go. Good work, folks. Then back to the action just in time. Yes, cutting it close. Bullholm, the donut hitter, 2 for 3 tonight. And dribbles it foul, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count runs full. How about the crowd? They're going to try and will the strikeout here. Philly doesn't have his good stuff here in the top of the 7th. Tried to backdoor the bender there. Bullholm, in one of the most bizarre statistics of this young Banana Ball tour, has his 7th and 8th runs driven in. All 8 of them have been driven in on 4 different ball 4 sprints.
It was unprecedented. Nobody could have ever foreseen this happening in Banana Ball. And really, it just kind of tells you what a patient, disciplined batter Bronson Bullholm is at the plate.
One was the go-ahead in the top of the 9th inning in the 2nd game of the tour back in Tampa. The other 2 were in Houston in Minute Maid Park, part of a 2-sprint, 4 RBI performance. And he keeps it going. 1-2 count on Dustin Baber. That one was fouled off. Philly thought he had the K. Vincent Chapman said no. Baber got bat on it. And that one called strike 3. Right on the inside corner. Both outs this inning for Phillips via the K, as Baber barks at Chapman heading back to the Party Animals dugout.
And with Jason Swan coming up to the dish, that means all 10 batters now batted in the inning for the Party Animals. Zach Phillips starts him out at 1.
Animals batting around. And Swanee with his 2nd opposite field base hit of the afternoon. He's 2 for 3. He had a 2 RBI sprint back in the 4th. And in a tour that has been dominated by the Bananas in great part because of their lineup longevity. Not getting a break 1 through 10. Party Animals taking a page out of their book here in the first of 2 games. East Hampton started this inning with a hot shot back up the middle. Philly nearly got a glove on it, just missed it. And no idea the disastrophe of a frame that would follow. Cox, no time to do anything tricky, as EJ not able to dig that one out over at first. And the inning will continue. Bases loaded now for Bryson Bloomer.
Yeah, you saw Ryan Cox think about going for the trick play, and with Philly already having allowed 6 runs, was like, much better to get the final out here in the frame, but kind of a low throw, and Eric Jones Jr. couldn't put ball and glove there.
Look out, Party Animals. Bloomer sends his bat their way and is going to be gifted Jake Scholl's batting gloves. Taj Porter just getting to his feet while he yells at his teammate. Beautiful backdoor bender. Zach Phillips picks up 3 strikeouts, but the Party Animals score 6 runs. In one of the more bizarre half innings you will ever see of Banana Ball. Another look at the curveball that froze Bloomer right to the glove of Bill Leroy. Bryson knew it. He ends up 1 for 2 in the top of the 7th inning with a run scored. As we've got the Banana-lution of dance going. Krasminski, Kellogg, Archer, Maceo, Malden, all the boys, Mr. Malachi Mitchell, all leading the full capacity crowd here in Gwinnett County on a tour through time. The language, dance. A language Josh Talevsky is fluent in.
Every now and then. Let's not give me too much credit here. You make me sound like I'm God's gift to dancers everywhere, and that's just not the case. But I feel like I hold my own at the end of the day.
Garrett DeClue taking over on the bump for the Party Animals. 3 outings on the tour. 2 of them have gone swimmingly. One of them did not go his way. That's why you see the numbers in a tiny sample size. Not bad, but not stellar.
Overall, I've liked what I've seen from Garrett DeClue. At times he struggles with control, but the backflip pitches on the mound and still nailing them from strikes, wildly impressive. And in his last outing, had the best one yet in his banana ball career, got 3 outs in less than 3 minutes for the Animals and earned a point as well.
Brendan Crosby came in defensively for Gabe Howell. He ended up in the outfield as Rack came in and took over at third base for Gabe. And now a 2-1 count on the Bananas left fielder. Showtime in his first tour. Mauricio Harrison boogieing in the first base coach's box. That will be a strike. And the Super Q heads back to the box. Payoff pitch coming from DeClue. And that one misses. The sprint is earned. All 7 Party Animals behind Garrett have to touch this ball before it's live. Crosby got a good halfway to second base before slamming the brakes. And making an about face back to first. And now a pinch hit opportunity for Alex Ziegler here in the spot of designated hitter Dan Oberst.
Well, we've seen really good production out of Alex Ziegler this season. 2 hits. Both of them have been doubles that have almost left the park in the Peoria Sports Complex and then in Grayson Stadium. Now you never know what he can do here in Coolray Field.
A pair of doubles in his first 2 at-bats of the tour. He's gone hitless in his last 4. But he set himself up for some stellar statistics. He's hitting .333 and waiting for the ball to be tossed into the zone. 3-0 count. And that is 4 straight bad ones to Ziggy. 5 straight going back to the last pitch to Crosby from the pride of Littleton, Colorado. Runners on first and third. The Party Animals put up 6 in the top half of the inning, though, so the Bananas still have a whole lot of work to do. And we'll now see if Noah Bridges can get aboard as we start thinking about possibly tying this inning. 2 plate appearances on the tour thus far for Noah. And that is 6 straight balls from DeClue.
And Noah's barreled to both balls. Unfortunately, they've been hard hit outs. One straight to Bryson Bloomer that was fielded on a hop. Made a really good play. And then Jason Swan laying out for one down the first baseline to rob Bridges of what could have been a double or a triple.
Bridges in his second tour as a professional Banana. That one misses the outside corner, count 3-1. And that'll be 3 straight sprints for the Bananas. DeClue really struggling to find the zone. 9 out of the last 10 pitches have been out of it. And Bridges easily getting 2 bases. He runs like the wind. Party Animals fielders, especially Thomas, Hampton, and Skoll, a little lackadaisical in the outfield as they've had to sprint into second base 3 times already this half inning.
And if you're the guys waiting in the on-deck circle or in the hole here for the Bananas, got to be thinking you hardly want to take the bat off your shoulder right now with Decloux having a hard time finding the zone.
Luis Alexiadis with his first at-bat of the day. 4 straight guys to lead off this bottom of the 8th inning, all getting their first plate appearances. Mighty hack and a miss. And 2 balls and 2 strikes for the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. Same pitch, same result. Decloux sticking with the gas, has his first out of the inning.
Big first out for Garrett Decloux and the first strikeout in his banana ball career. Reese Alexiadis, we've seen a lot of mighty cuts, of course, has 2 of the hardest hit balls this season according to TrackMan, but when you're swinging for the fences that often, there's going to be some strikeouts along with that. As this one lifted into shallow left field, Tanner Thomas comes all the way towards that left field line, comes up with the catch, and is able to hold Alex Ziegler at third base, not able to tag up and score a second run in the 7th.
Couple big outs there for Decloux. He sets his sights on Robert Anthony Cruz. That one just misses the outside corner. Rack a walk-off double to win the 5th his last time. That was his first trip to the dish this afternoon, as he was pinch hit for Jeff Francoeur his first time. Backflip from Decloux. And he plunks Rack. Yeah, it's it Chapman a little long on the call, as Bridges has to head back to second. Ziggy back to third. They thought it might have been a wild pitch, but the ball is dead. Rack's aboard for the second time today, and with the bases juiced, here comes Bill Leroy.
Big situation for Bill Leroy, the former North Georgia Nighthawk. Time to see if he can come through for the Bananas and jumpstart what would be a pretty crazy rally if they can get 2 or even 3 in this situation.
The key for the Bananas, get Bill Leroy aboard, and then they can think about tying the inning. They do just that. Bill is on base. Ziggy scores, Bridges on his heels. 3 runs across. And now Jackson Olsen will represent the inning's tying run. Jason Swan telling Decloux on the mound, calm down, brother. No stress yet, it's just the tying run. Olsen has popped to short and flown out to center field. Count 1-1. Decloux with a 3-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball, circle changeup, slider. That one shanked foul, not caught by the fans. Garrett is 1 strike away from surviving a rocky 7th. It's not going to end here. Olsen down the right field line. Rack scores easily. Stop sign for Malachi Mitchell. It's an RBI double for a grittying Jackson Olsen, who stops on second base. He represents the inning tying run, now in scoring position. And his compadre up the middle, Ryan Cox, represents the inning winner. Party Animals batted around in the top of the inning. The Bananas are 1 hitter away from batting around in the bottom half. Coxie with the single, slapped the other way his first time. Lined out into a double play. Check that. Switch those. Reverse it. Lined out to a double play his first time. Base knock his last trip to the dish. Wales and misses at that one. The count even at 2-2, and DeClue is a strike away again.
That's a rare aggressive cut from Ryan Cox, usually trying to battle and not in a 2-strike count there. Went after it, and here, 5th pitch of the at-bat, pops this one in the infield. Bryson Bloomer will come over and haul it in, and despite giving up 4 runs in the inning, Garrett DeClue and the Party Animals earn a point here in the 7th.
They lead 4-2. 10 runs were scored in the inning, 6 of them for the Animals. One of the wilder frames we have ever seen.
Almost a 20-minute 7th inning in this ballgame.
We've got more than 16 minutes on the clock as we get a granny panty parade. How about that? Jesse Cole, I'm going to let you handle the rest of it.
See what you got. Now, finally, 70-year-old Marie in the red granny panties. Oh, that is a lot of shaking. All right, she's getting weird. What is happening right now? All right, fans, you're going to determine who wins. Was it 66-year-old Barbara? Was it 67-year-old Lisa? Or was it 70-year-old Marie? All right, fans, the winner is Marie. And now we got a surprise for you with the Banana Nanas on the dugouts. Who wants granny panties? Here they go. Granny panties coming up.
And that, folks, is why we had that promotion. So Jesse Cole could yell that very line.
Never thought I would hear him do it. Never thought I would hear him say such a thing.
It's been said, it has also been said, that DJ the Invader is entering this ballgame. 2 innings left on the docket in the first of our 2 games here on this beautiful Saturday out of Gwinnett County, Georgia. 3, 4, and 5. Due to swing it for the Party Animals, Skoll, Cornett, and Acuff. As the Invader has landed. And starts his evening off with a bender low. DJ known for an otherworldly changeup. We saw the fastball there. He throws 4-seam and 2-seamers, as well as a cutter and a slider to round out the arsenal. This is low. Count 2-1 on Skoll.
DJ still works as quick as he did last year. The only problem is just getting hit hard this season. He's allowed 4 home runs, and Jake Skoll's going to get this inning started with a ground rule double into left center field.
Yeah, really fortuitous bounce for the Bananas there. Skoll runs like the wind and had 3 bases on the brain. Leads the tour with his 2 triples. He notched both of them last weekend in Baton Rouge. As we get another look at the hop up into the berm. Nice play by that fellow with the glove. And Cornett behind 0-1. A 2-run double an inning ago, part of that 6-run top of the 7th. This ball annihilated. Deep out to right. Alexiadis watches it fly out of here. Dalton Cornett with a moonshot. And the Animals are pouring it on here in the day game.
Dalton Cornett, DC3, becomes the first man to 3 home runs on this 2024 World Tour. And that one, an absolute missile into the crowd, and another tornado kick from Cornett as well as he crosses home plate.
Two runs just like that. And Acuff fouls the first offering off from the Invader. 5th home run that the Party Animals have put out against the Invader on the tour. DJ in his 2nd season as a Banana with a mysterious background. As this one's poked foul, and we'll have a 1-2 count on the Animal shortstop. Found a lot of success early on last year's tour. The Party Animals figured him out in the middle, and then he finished very strong with a 1-2-3 inning in Cooperstown. Excellent last couple of months for the Invader last year. And that one off the knob of Acuff's bat. Count still 2-2.
You never know. It could always just be early season struggles for DJ the Invader. We saw much of the same out of Matt Malatesta last year, having trouble by commanding the zone, giving up a lot of ball for sprints. But once May came around, and for the rest of the tour, Malatesta, one of the best relievers in that Bananas bullpen. Now this one, shot over to second base. Jackson Olsen falls asleep at the wheel for a reason unknown, and finally throws it to first base and retires Chase Acuff. That guy glitched over at second base.
All smiles afterwards. You get another look here. I think he was, yeah, you could see on his face, he was disgraced that Acuff wasn't busting it down the first baseline. Then Chase switched it into sixth gear, accelerated as quickly as he could, but Olsen had timed it perfectly to get him just barely. Not a trick play, but a tricky one. There's another chance for the fans to make a snag. No, not at all. How about Robert Anthony Cruz? He's the only guy who could have caught it, and he makes a fine play in foul territory.
Really good job by Rack going up against the netting and coming down with the foul ball there. And look, 17 games into this tour, this is the first time we're seeing Rack in the infield this season. He spent most of the time manning left field for the Bananas, comes in and makes a fine play as DR Meadows tries to call off Brandon Crosby, and as he does, can't haul this one in, and that'll be the first error of the tour from DR Meadows.
Yeah, I would wager he was just second-guessing himself with Crosby laying down at the last second. So the Invader has to record an extra out as Fisher reaches on the towering fly ball. That one just barely scrapes the black of the outside corner. And Bronson Ballholm down to his final strike. The crowd once again hoping for donuts. And this time they get him. Devastating changeup from the Invader. And over 10,000 fans here in Coolray Field. Gifted sweet treats thanks to DJ. I guess DJ, the man who earns them, Duncan, the people who give them out, as you get another look at an impossible pitch to hit.
Fans, you've been rocking all day with us, and we're going to do one more tradition right now. So I need everyone to pull out your phones and turn on your flashlights. Even in the day, we're going to do this. And we're all going to join in, put your phones up in the air, and we're all going to join in and sing Yellow loud. Let's join in. Here we go.
As Jesse Cole says, we all do. Phones in the air, lights ablazing, and we turn Gwinnett County yellow for the first of 2 times today.
2 times?
You bet your bottom dollar. Party Animals lead the game 4 points to 2. They lead the 8th inning 2 runs to nothing.
2 runs?
To nothing, yes. As they look to stay undefeated lifetime in doubleheaders. Won both games in the only previous doubleheader in Banana Ball history. Twin bill last year in Milwaukee. Animals took both games 3 points to 1. And here in the 8th, they will be turning to Dylan Porter, who shut down the nightcap in that aforementioned doubleheader. 2 games, 1 day. Jesse Cole, that's got to have you feeling special.
Now let's go, Bananas!
I was right.
Just by the hair of those. Wait. Oh.
By the hair of what, Josh?
No, it's okay. Chinny chin chin.
You're going to pack it in?
Yeah.
No hairs on my chinny chin chin. I shaved. Dylan Porter, the man out of Oakland, California, in on the bump. Second World Tour for a guy who became the Party Animals de facto closer at the end of last year's tour. Picked up 3 saves across their 9-game winning streak to finish off 2023. 4th time through the order for the Bananas here. TR Meadows at the top. 2 for 3 thus far.
Porter's just had a interesting up and down season. He struggled a bit with control, but also has had a lot of poor defense behind him when he's been out on the mound. A lot of errors and trick plays missed from the Party Animals when he's pitching.
Hard fastball. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Can touch 95. Curveball, slider, and a changeup to round out the arsenal. This one squibbed towards second. Dustin Baber can't come up with it cleanly. 5th error of the tour for Baber. And that leaves the door ajar for the Bananas. Just like that, Gabe Howell, guy who had 17 home runs in the Pioneer League last year, represents the innings-tying run. Off speed, just misses the outside corner.
And good to see that after the hit by pitch in the 4th, when we saw Gabe kind of favoring his shoulder, it appeared, still in this ball game and batting here against Porter.
Yeah, interesting. He was reinserted for Brandon Crosby here. Who took Howell's at bat in the 7th. And this one lifted to right field. Skull makes the call and the catch. For out number 1. Now Dan Oberst will swing at the DH out of the 3-hole. He's lined out and struck out this evening. Check that this afternoon. And able to hold up on the slider below the knees. This could tie the inning. Dan Oberst muscles this thing right on out of Coolway Field. 3rd home run of the tour for Dan the Man. And we're locked at 2 runs apiece in the 8th.
Danny Barrel shows exactly how he got that nickname, taking a pitch inside from Dylan Porter and driving this one over the left field wall. A big home run to tie this inning up and keep the Party Animals from claiming a point in the 8th inning.
About 4 minutes remaining in regulation time to get on the ball. If this inning is still going on, the clock expires. Then the 8th inning becomes the final inning of the game, where every run will count for a point.
The young professor explaining to the full capacity crowd today that if the timer hits zeros here in the 8th inning, this will be the final inning. That would mean the 2 runs scored for each side will immediately flip into points. That would make it a 6-4 lead for the Party Animals. So it changes nothing currently. It's a great take by Deeb on the changeup from Porter. As I dump the majority of my water bottle on my laptop. That's awesome. Just doused my screen in water as Deeb finds the 4-hole and is 1 for 2 on the ball game. I'm going to steal your napkins, Josh. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. I'm sorry to hear this unfortunate scenario has happened. As Reese Alexiadis steps into the box, and Malachi Mitchell is coming to pinch run for Michael Deeb.
Crisis averted. Seems like it's still working fine. Luckily, you had some stuff to sop it up. Nick Kelty, I don't need any of that, but thank you, buddy. I appreciate the hustle. Comes running in with paper towels after the water's already been gathered up. Malachi Mitchell pinch running for Deeb, his fellow fourth-year World Tour Banana. And he now has a baker's dozen steals on the tour, and is yet to be caught. Alexiadis the opposite way, well struck, but Jake Skoll goes back and grabs it. Flash tags for third, and there are 2 outs.
Good play by Jake Skoll, hauling that hard hit ball off the bat of Reese Alexiadis in, and really no point in trying to set up and make that catch properly, knowing Malachi Mitchell, with his speed, is going to tag and get to third base regardless.
Gnarly changeup, cut on and missed by EJ there. What a stop. Dalton Cornett just saved the inning. That ball spiked well out in front of home plate. Malachi Mitchell, the son of Dennis Mitchell, United States gold medalist sprinter, as EJ found a barrel. This thing out to left center, and you can kiss it goodbye. 2-run walk-off homer. And with about a minute on the clock, the Bananas pull within a point, and we will head to a 9th inning.
An unheard of rally from the Bananas, the kings of the 8th inning on this 2024 World Tour, came into play batting .450 here in the 8th, and both Dan Oberst and Eric Jones Jr., their prolific sluggers, run into their 3rd home runs of this World Tour.
Just a mere hop, skip, and a jump away from Atlanta. Of course, we had to pay homage to Outkast. A beautiful choreographed dance to some Hey Ya Down around home plate. And we have a 1-point ball game in our first of 2 contests today. Here comes the young professor.
The 8th inning for the Savannah Bananas. It is time to cast our gaze upon the scoreboard. Heading into the top of the 9th, the score is 4 points for the Party Animals, 3 points for the Savannah Bananas. But here's the thing about the game of banana ball. In the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Party Animals need to hang on here. On the other side, the Bananas need to score 1 run to tie it and send it to showdowns, or 2 to win the whole thing. Gwinnett County, make some noise and welcome to the final inning.
And let's meet our ring dudes this afternoon on the Party Animals. Come down number 27,
Jake Lialios letting the folks behind the Party Animals dugout know it's the final inning. Jared Donaldson and Kyle Lewiggs doing the same on the first base side, and one of the best pitchers in banana ball history coming in for the Bananas, trying to keep it at just a 1-point deficit. Danny Do-It-All Hosley, as good as they come on the bump, started the game in right field. Boy, oh boy, he has been electric closing down games for the Nanners so far in 2024.
Well, in 2023, Hosley had over 5 strikeouts for every ball 4 sprint issued, and you see the ratio here. For every ball 4 sprint issued by Hosley, 11 strikeouts in that time, an insane ratio, and of course, just a guy who consistently pounds the zone and just has unhittable stuff, especially his changeup, and that's the reason you see him closing ball games for the Bananas.
It's a simple 3-pitch mix: 4-seam fastball, Vulcan changeup, 12-6 curveball. And Dustin Baber gets a good piece of the heat right there, but straight to DR Meadows. And a good start for Hosley here. He has 9-10. Check that. Yes. Reverse it. 9-10-1.
And what's been interesting, thanks to our TrackMan data this season, is one of the things that we've found across this tour is Danny Hosley's changeup so effective because it's got a much lower spin rate than the traditional change.
Peter there for strike one to Swan. Goes off speed, and Jason drills it into the left field corner. He's going to have himself a stand-up double. Josh and I have to get creative with our scorebooks. With 12 party animals hitting in the 8th inning, we've burned a couple extra frames here. And now venture into the netherworld of this scorebook.
I like the way you describe that.
To the top of the order we go. Reese Hampton's 6th trip to home plate today. Into shallow right field, Olsen making the call. And backpedaling makes the snag. Second out of the inning.
And Hosley working quickly, still below 2 minutes, as you can see on the score bug up there. And Hosley will look to attack Bloomer, pound a first pitch strike, and hopefully get out of this inning in less than 3 minutes.
That one misses the inside corner. There was that Vulcan changeup. Remember, in Banana Ball, every run scored in the 9th inning counts as a point. So Jason Swan, in scoring position, could add a very important insurance run here for the Animals.
And I think if you're Mike Vivacis, if Bryson Bloomer is able to place this anywhere in the outfield, you get aggressive and just go ahead and wave in Jason Swan and try and get that insurance point before the 9th.
That one scrapes the inside corner. Count 1-2 on the Animals' third baseman. It's a great blink there. Got the 12-6 curveball and spits on it. With a nod of appreciation to the filth of that bender to Hosley. Deuce is wild. Cut and a miss. Goes off speed again. Gets the K. Here's the young professor.
Boys in yellow, hold off the dangerous party animals. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the chance the Bananas need. They need 1 run to tie it and send it to showdowns, 2 runs to win the whole thing. Gwinnett County, you waited through the rain, you waited an extra day. It all comes down to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
All right, Gwinnett County.
Well, as the young professor said, this ball game was supposed to occur last night. Instead, we got a barn burner, the earliest start to a Banana Ball game ever, right at noon here on the East Coast. And the Animals are trying to secure a victory. They will hand the ball over to Drew Gillespie, who ended up being by far one of the best pitchers on last year's tour.
And he's still been wildly effective this season, especially as of late. Baton Rouge was a massive for Gillespie. Through 3 shutout innings across 2 games he appeared in, and also got the showdown shutdown for the Party Animals in Game 1 to get the win for them as well. And that 2-minute and 24-second average MPI you see, leading this year's World Tour.
A man out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, trying to shut the door. Takes a look at the pride of Fontana, California, Robert Anthony Cruz. The Washington Nationals minor leaguer back in 2021. We'll chop this one to Swan. He goes between the legs, flips it to Gillespie. And a big first out for the Animals.
To the golden batter, hitting in the place of catcher Bill Leroy. Please welcome the Bananas golden batter, Michael Vitamin D.
This is thrilling here. The first ever golden batter, not named Dan Oberst or Reese Hampton. And it's the former Notre Dame linebacker.
Bananas playing the matchup advantage here, sending the lefty to bat against the righty, and the reason you send Deeb in this situation, batting .333 in innings 7 through 9 this season.
And .351 on the tour, so he's not bad anytime. Absolutely gnarly bender. Gillespie comes right at him. 5-pitch mix. We'll see what he uses here. Comes right at him with the fastball, fouled away. 2-seam, 4-seam, and cut fastballs with a changeup and a curveball to boot. 1-2 again. Fouled away. That was that cutter barreling in on him.
Yep, running in on Michael Deeb's hands. It's kind of a defensive swing from Deeb. And you just see Drew Gillespie waiting a tick before firing the pitch and messing with the timing of Michael Deeb, who continues to foul off these pitches from the righty. And this is what Drew Gillespie does. Messes with batters' timing. And what we're also noticing is a guy right now who is pitching with a lot of confidence out on the mound for the Party Animals.
Came to Banana Ball from the Australian Baseball League. Pounding the zone right now. Stays with it. Gets Deeb swinging on a heater. Well executed right on the outside corner, and the Bananas are down to their final out.
And it's almost hard to tell who was more fired up about that strikeout, Drew Gillespie or Dalton Cornett, who was pumping his fist after catching that strike 3 pitch.
It all comes down to Gillespie against Jackson Olsen. 1-1 count on the Nanners second baseman, who lined a double down the right field line that drove in a run his last time. This one out to right center, and the Nanners have life. Big turnaround first for Jackson, but Reese Hampton stares him down. That's an 80-grade outfielder, according to the Detroit Tigers, and you're not going to run on that arm. But the game's tying run is aboard, and Ryan Cox represents the game-winning run in the box. Jackson Olsen stays red hot. We'll see if Coxie can as well. Behind 0-1.
That one just hitting off the top of the netting into those left field stands. If that had missed the netting by just a hair, the fans would have had another chance to catch a foul ball to end that game. So little lucky there that the ball caught the netting for Cox.
That one just misses the inside corner, Vincent Chapman says. Did look like it was at the knees. And that one a pinch below them. Gillespie still dancing on the mound. The 2-1. Flipped out towards left. Tanner Thomas is there. And the Party Animals win the first of 2 games here in Coolray Field today. Heck of a win for the boys in pink. They take it 4 points to 3. Have now won 3 out of the 4 games all time in Banana Ball doubleheaders. And we'll look to sweep this thing in game 2 that will happen with first pitch at 7 p.m. tonight. While the Party Animals celebrate, we will pop up into the broadcast booth. Welcome inside alongside Josh Talevsky. I'm Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending the first game with us here. Hopefully we will see you in the nightcap as well. What a hard-fought 4-3 victory for the Party Animals, who jumped out early and held on the whole way.
Yeah, and just an impressive showing overall from both offenses in this game. Obviously, with the early start time, it was the pitchers who needed to wake up. The bats really did not at all. We saw the Party Animals come out swinging, and really what impressed me and is the main reason they were able to take this game away from the Bananas, they made the pitchers work. We saw plenty of innings where Noah Nisnik, Jared Donaldson, Zach Phillips were having to throw upwards of 20 pitches in innings to get 3 outs. Party Animals just continued to battle, and then when the Bananas pitchers made the mistakes, the Party Animals capitalized on them with really big hits, which included, of course, Dalton Cornett's third home run of this tour.
Yeah, that's right. The Bananas did jump out first. They won the first inning, but then the Party Animals not walked off. You can't walk off in Banana Ball if you're the away team. But they did win the second, third, and fourth inning. So they were up 3-1, 4 innings into this ball game, and they never relinquished that lead as they win 4-3 when things are said and done here. And how about that 8th inning real quickly before we'll have to shut this thing down and do a real quick turnaround for the night game tonight. The 8th inning, Dalton Cornett, Dan Oberst, and Eric Jones Jr. all have 2-run home runs. It is all their 3rd home runs on the tour, one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
Just when you think that there's going to be a break in the tie at the top of this World Tour leaderboard, those 3 guys say, oh, the heck with it. We like being tied for the tour lead in home runs and just elevate it one more bomb this year.
Yes, they do separate themselves from Jake Skoll and Jason Swan as well as Chase Acuff, yes. That is a wild first game. The Party Animals now 7-10, the Bananas 10-7, and the Animals trying to win their first series since Tampa on February 8th, 9th, and 10th. So we will see if they can do that. Like I said, first pitch will be 7 p.m. this evening. Before we do shut this first of 2 broadcasts down here on the old 23rd, we do have to shout out the cast and crew, and before we even do that, we have to give away a signed banana ball from Jeff Francoeur and a pair of shoes courtesy of Zappos. We will start with the shoes, and we will end with the ball, okay? Drum roll, please, for the shoes. Lauren Novotny, congratulations on the pair of shoes. That is a name I recognize right there. Congratulations. That is awesome stuff. Shout out to the K Club. And now for the winner of the signed ball, Maddie Paulak, congratulations. You have a Jeff Francoeur autographed banana ball heading your way. Thank you to everybody who watched these broadcasts. We could not have make it happen without the first base camera woman, Emerson Elmgren, the Iron Horse of BTV. On third base, Lex Fowler, absolutely integral as well. On high home, Sophia Peach, one of the best in the biz. On center field, it would be Ben Barks, a legend of Bananas television. On low home, Arch Pingle, that is what I'm talking about. On high first, Jeff Haynes coming all the way from Columbus, Georgia. And on the utility, Nick Keldy, excellent work, DJ Squints. When it comes to, and Clayton Franklin, not included here, but I would never forget that you were dominating that roaming camera, Mr. Clay Pimp. When it comes to the people a couple hours down the road in Savannah, our director, Kylie Sadomka, excellent work, Kylie. Our technical director, Griffin Ellis, pressing all the right buttons at all the right times. Keegan Woods, a legend on the replay. The audio handled by Katie Duke, absolutely handling the ones and the twos. The scorebug, who else but Michael Basista? And on the graphics, Julia Massey. On the statistics being updated on said graphics, that would be Mikey O'Connor. I mean, who else? We're going to run it back with the same crew and see if we can't just absolutely plus everything out the moon on the night game. Thank you to our chat moderators. That would be Colbite _ and Scott Thompson. Thank you to the K Club Queen, Millicent Beal. That would be Melissa Beal. The YouTube King, Zach Bro, and our video legend, Chris Sachi. Thank you so much to Ryan Cox and Jackson Olsen for getting mic'd up, as well as Robert Anthony Cruz with a live vlog from the field, the first of its kind in BTV history. Thank you to Jeff Francoeur for popping up into the booth, and thank you all so much for watching. Chad Reese, our coordinating producer, the straw that stirs the drink. For our executive producers, Emily, Jesse, Carrie Cole, and Jared Orton, we have Josh Talevsky, our Josh.
Oh, well, thank you, Biko.
Yeah.
Color commentators, probably what you're looking for. You did great on the play-by-play.
I think I said it right.
I don't know if the play-by-play at the end there was necessarily nailed, but here's the thing, Biko. We have something to look forward to. A couple of hours, it will be time for Banana Ball Start the Clock 2, Electric Boogaloo.
That is a fact. Until then, I am Biko Scala, who will figure out how to talk, and then we will broadcast an entire another Banana Ball game for you. Thank you again for tuning into this one. Animals win at 4-3. We'll see if they can sweep the doubleheader and win Gwinnett County, or if the Bananas can make it a rubber match tomorrow at 1 p.m. Until we see you, 6:30 pregame tonight, 7 p.m. first pitch. We will see you later!